please. I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at it.
Got him! Got him!
All right. This is Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella, and we ready to get it started. So go ahead and start us off with the topic, and I'll be right back.
Okay, well, before we get started, hello, people. Welcome to Hood Talk. And don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. And if you wanted to send him some love, there is the information. But also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Just click on the little button. But hey, starting off with this subject tonight, we want to talk about this blended family thing. So, can stepchildren ruin a relationship when blended family situations get tough? So, when things get out of your norm between you and your new family, the children that are not your bloodline, we're going to talk about some type of things that will cause a bad situation for you when things get a little rough.
Or the children that is your bloodline.
Well, yeah, your bloodline children could have a problem with the other person in your life.
Right.
Well,
we almost
we're here to talk about both sides of things.
Yeah.
But hey, when we talk about stepchildren, these are children of your partner or spouse. You have not adopted them. If you've adopted them, you've adopted children are legally your children, like the ones you birthed.
You said what?
I was explaining the meaning of stepchildren.
The meanings of stepchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, break it. How they say, break it down then. What's up, Chelsea in his ass?
Chelsea, did you save her a play from Thursday?
Nah, air man for theyself.
Oh Lord, you ain't right.
Every man for theyself on Thursday. Everybody know that.
So we couldn't get a little pie.
Look, you supposed to bring to go plates with you. Like you supposed to leave home with like 2-3 to go plates if you want.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying now you got to be a G because they'll get over there. They'll have 1,000 stuff of food, but they won't have 9 to go plates. They be talking about
they don't want you to take nothing.
Right, we ain't got no four. You be like, what the hell? That's when everybody get them old Kroger
the grocery bags.
Them old Kroger bags. Like Zorro on that thing.
It's sad, but you got to know how to hook it up to go.
No, see, where I come from, Chelsea, you know, you're a country girl. Y'all supposed to have the food. I mean, I shouldn't be. You should be asking, bruh, food. I should be asking you what you cook. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem right there.
I want to know, did Chelsea cook? Chelsea, did you cook?
I've never heard even Chelsea even said she was in there making a sandwich.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Don't let him do you like that.
Uh-oh, they ready for this convo. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one here.
All right, we were trying to give people time to come on
and
be a part of this. We want to know everybody's
You got to say that name. You got to say that name. Jamie Camey.
Jam Cam.
Jam Cam.
Jam in the house.
I almost started singing what's his name?
Jam.
Jam,
Oh, jam.
jams, spams, potatoes.
Oh Lord, you still think about the Thanksgiving? You done put some turkey on his mind, Chelsea. Gobble gobble.
Jam, her name put that on my name. I'm talking about that.
Well, I see Jam Cam. So I
Yeah.
was thinking about Jam, old Jam. Who was that guy? Remember the singer guy?
She gonna say, of course, I cook.
She cooked. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
You
happy
ain't save me no pie. And then okay, let's get into this thing because I can see.
staying on food for a little while.
Yeah.
But hey, let's talk about it. Can stepchildren ruin a relationship when blended family situations get tough? Go ahead.
Them been my shortest relationships ever.
Tell us about it.
I done came in a relationship and child messed with me and slap him across the head, relationship over right there.
Well, because you hit the child. And why you had to put your hand on the folks' kids?
The child put his hand on me.
Oh,
The
really?
child, I'm retaliating, but it's just like when you watch a basketball game, it's always the last person that did something that get the call against them.
So tell me this: was the child playing, or they were serious trying to handle you?
Um, I think both of them might have been playing a little bit, but sometimes people can take it, like real quick, mess with their children. They be like, hold on now. Don't touch my children. You touch somebody, children, them short relationships right there.
Yeah, that's over with.
That's why when you know, as I was not, when I remember at one time, if a woman wouldn't let me say nothing to their kids, I just go ahead, exit stage left already. I mean, because back then it wasn't shunned upon like it is now. Stepdaddies was in high demand and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stepdaddy just slid up in there, papa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stepdaddy
because
was
women were
cool.
still acceptive of men at that time, probably.
Right.
But now a lot of women have gotten to the point where this my household, I pay my bills, or whoever pay my bills, I'm the head, and you just come in where I let you in.
Now you just bring some money, a wallet, and a little ding ding. They don't want nothing else. They don't even want to hear your voice, really.
Oh wow. So
Hey,
everybody got a truck driver relationship now, huh?
if a woman had enough money to get her a remote control, man, she probably get one.
What is that?
Some
Let me see how that
robot, a robot that'll take the garbage out, that'll, that'll come in and bring her toy.
goes. Not the toy.
Here you
Oh.
go. Here you go. He'll be walking up there.
With the extended rows.
Here go your toy. It's time, and it's 8:53. It's time for you to.
That sounds like something
How they
we
say?
start trying to event.
Like women that told me before, time for you to rub one out.
Wait, say that again?
Rub one out.
What that mean?
No, I done heard ladies say that before. Busting one, rubbing one out.
That's new. What you rubbing?
On herself.
So she's saying it's time for her to rub one out?
Right. Right.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with it. I was just saying.
Oh,
Different strokes, different folks. Chelsea said, "How long should a stepfather know the child before disciplining them? In your opinion?" Well, in my opinion, I would say that we need to start working on our children respecting adults, period. Because if you are new in a person's life, you're not going to come around them acting up immediately. You're going to have some boundaries till you see how I can get over on this person. But some kids come out, they just disrespectful anyway. So when you allow them to have no respect for you, of course they're not going to have respect for nobody in your life. So I wouldn't say a time span should be on discipline when you know that a child needs it. And a lot of times I'm not thinking about putting your hands on them all the time. Some people don't even want you to say anything to their children. And that's not good because it takes all of us. Sometimes men can say things that gathers the child's attention faster than women. I can give you a prime example. My little Josiah. Now, I can say something to him, but let his daddy say something to him. He immediately stop, He'll try me. So it makes a difference, I guess, coming from a man. So
but
I wouldn't say there's a time
that's,
span. I think if you let
listen,
children
you
be
get
taught.
off you get off the subject a little bit because that's on the other side. There you talking about the child's father now. What we saying is a stranger
No,
discipline.
okay. Well, listen,
Stepfather. She
no.
said stepfather.
The only reason I went to that side is I'm saying that if you teach children how to respect adults, then you should even really have that to worry about this
But,
thing. You should be okay
but
at any
since
point.
I've been a stepfather, I'm gonna give my opinion too.
A
I
stepfather.
yeah, because I don't think because you went to the father side, and that ain't the same thing. That's totally different. Okay, well,
So by you
I'm finna,
you being the stepfather,
I'm
would
finna
so
give
you
my
would know.
I'm finna give
Okay.
my expert opinion. Me myself, I don't think you ever should discipline somebody else's child on a certain level. I think you should um, have a certain level of respect, and I think you might have to straighten them. Straighten and discipline is two different things. Straighten is putting somebody in their place. Discipline is actually whooping somebody or something like that. And I don't think I need to put my hands on somebody else's child like that. But I will straighten them. Like if the child come, like I said, like a child hitting on me or the child doing something to me or crossing that line, and you put them back in his place for a second. That's different than me going up and saying, "Oh, what about it?" Now, I ain't never did that with nobody else child. You know what I'm saying?
So even with straightening the child, with giving them words of what not to do, you think that should happen immediately?
Yeah, you can straighten coming in the door, because in the door, if a child, one thing, if it's a lack of respect, where the mama is letting the child, kind of run off at the mouth. I mean, if the child come to you in a kind of way, you should from the door. I don't play that.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. I was saying immediately when a child is being disrespectful by handling the situation, it all comes with the respect that you instill in your children.
Oh, and I like has them what's name too, depending on the age you come into life. Like if you there and they're a baby, and then I can kind of understand it, but I still, to me, I ain't never put my hands on nobody else child as in whooping them.
So what if you came in their age as teenagers? Say the mid time when they start growing into their little teenage years, like 12, 13,
It's the same thing. You got to
well, it doesn't matter
you
the
got to
age.
let them know you a man, and they becoming a man, and don't cross over in these man shoes if you
So you
don't.
just had stepsons.
No, I had stepdaughters too.
You had stepdaughters. Oh,
Yeah, I had a stepdaughter where she actually was around me so long that she actually came to me, when she was thinking about having sex. She was still a virgin, and I just told her she should wait, and kind of like, if you go out there and do it, it's not that you really want to do it, because she was on a drill team, stuff like that. Um, it was like the right now you at a thing where the social thing, somebody gonna find out it happened, and then it gonna be put around the school or this and that. So I was like, more of, you wait till you know what I'm saying, till you kind of get out of school where you can make better decisions. And the
So this girl was more comfortable to come to you and talk to you about this than her mother. You must have been a great stepfather.
I think I was okay. But no, I just knew how. I mean, I know how kids are and how kids can meddle, because you got to think about growing up having a strange name or whatever. I mean, I know how kids can be cruel and how they can use whatever they get from you to kind of attack you in a way. And I just knew, her being, drill team, and, trying to be a captain, up and doing good things in school and this and that. And I didn't want her to be peer pressured, on that type of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, Chelsea says she love our views on that. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you. I guess both of us did good on that one. Eddie, is it? Read it.
Hanson said my steps were 3 and 4, and now they're in their mid-30s. And yes, I did not spare the rod.
That means you whooped that ass, huh?
He didn't spare the rod, so
What that mean? He didn't
that
whoop?
means he didn't have to put
Right,
his hands on them.
right.
Yeah,
And
but
then
but I bet you he did things in a sense where they respected him as a man.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's that straightening part. If you come in a certain kind of way, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, children treat men different than they treat women. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
I just said that, and
Yeah,
you said it wasn't
I
his
got
way.
what you were saying. I got what you were saying, but you were saying it on the father and son, because being like, if you being a father and it's your child, sometimes you're gonna handle that situation different. You feel what I'm saying? You might put your hands on them. You might do something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, as in a stepfather, I've never crossed that line. It wasn't because I wasn't authorized to cross that line. I just didn't feel like I ever had to do it, because I knew how to talk. I knew how to walk with them. I knew how to, what I'm saying, go play basketball with them. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of stuff I did. Let's come on, ride with me.
So when you get into your relationships, do you try to have a relationship with the children too, other
Yeah,
than just the mom?
I usually, I'm gonna tell you, most of my relationships coming up, I had better relationship with the child than I did the actual person I was in a relationship with. I
Oh,
mean, I'm just telling the truth. I mean, I was more attached to the kids a little bit, because I guess, um, I guess sometimes I'm still a kid at heart sometimes, and I always wanted to. I still one day gonna get me a little gym, little what's the name. I always wanted. I remember going to the gym. I remember going to Shepherd's Gym and paying that little quarter and stuff like that over there and wash dishes. To go play basketball and things, and then just being mentored by the older folks. Just hey, y'all calm down, y'all. But see, it didn't take all that. That stuff they do now, all that hollering, hollering. When I see a lady just actually just keep hollering, she's training her child to only respond to yells.
That's true.
See, if you speak quiet to a child and the child get out of whack and you go in on them while you're quiet, then you ain't gonna have to raise your voice. See, people raise their voice because that child know it don't get dangerous to she just about out of breath. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you come to that child and you say, "Hey, don't do that," and the child do it again, and you get on that ass right then. See, they know. Okay, I only got one time to cross this line. You know, she gonna say it once. You feel what I'm saying? But when you telling a child 3, 4, 5 times something, that child losing respect for you because every time you say the same thing over, that's 1 point gone from you. See, I wouldn't. You tell them one time to do something and they don't do it. I just start walking back to the back and getting loading up. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go down. Joker thought I was playing. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's how it should be done. It shouldn't be where you play. Nah, you shouldn't be telling no child no 5, 6 times.
But that being another thing too with some women, we kind of allow things to build up and then you address it. When it should start in the beginning, then you won't have that issue with repeating or screaming at the child.
You said what?
Chandra said, good point on coming right in and being open with the kids.
Right. And I go ahead.
Chelsea said, sometimes it's easier to talk to male figures. They're more calm sometimes.
Right.
That's what I was just saying.
Right.
Hanson said, I'm just chiming in on the topic. But has the question been asked about women coming into a ready-made family, even though very few fathers has custody of their children? But will a woman come in a situation like this? But Hanson, I'm speaking even if she's getting with somebody, she's coming in a situation. Just say she get with someone that already has children, whether he has the custody or not, she still have to be a part of that child's life that isn't hers. And then that be the thing, most women try to be receptive of her mate's children, so it'd be very few, that's not pleased with it because they'd be so concerned about the baby mama. So they forget about the children,
I think it's
Don't be
more.
talking about the children's mom to them. That's not nice at all.
Yeah, I think it's more if the man um is very into his children lives too, because I think a lot of ladies done got with dudes and really never around their children too much because the man ain't around his children as much. So I think it all view of how the man, you know, oh, he said it's different if the man has custody. Yeah, I think so. It's different if the man got total custody. Um,
Do you think that makes him a little more protective like a woman?
I think the children are a little different coming into that situation. I think when it comes to them type of situation, I think sometimes children are a little bit more open when they've been around their dad a lot or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
To a lady coming in their life, I think they're more open into that opposite energy. Because if the man got custody, that mean usually when the man got custody, that mean the woman damn near on drugs, or she just ain't coming around, or she just skipped town with another dude, or she just didn't. They
It
don't.
don't always mean that,
I
but
mean, this is.
it's
No, I'm just saying when a
possible.
man. Hold on now, you got to give it to me now. When a man gets custody, that's a bad mama. I mean, for real, you know it. deep in your heart, you might say that, but
Well, I wouldn't say a bad mom. I'm not gonna agree with you with that. It's some women that choose to give the fathers custody because they rather forfeit in the children and do their career thing.
and run the streets.
And if that's what you want to say,
And if they
she
get
just want to be the you know, joint parent. Like she want to be the weekend parent, like most
bro,
fathers be. So
she
what you
don't even
mean?
want to be the weekend parent. She want to be the once a month parent. If the mama giving, I done seen my partners that got their children. The ones that got their children. I mean, the mama either kind of moved on a little bit, you know, running all over the place, jumping from state to state. Just like you said, might be into a career. She might want to send a little money here and there, but she really ain't. She really ain't in that child life like that. And I think when it's like that, when the man have custody, them children are thriving for that woman's soft voice and things. So they welcome a stepmama. You can watch the
Yeah.
movie. When you watch the movies and you see a man who got a stepchild, his child is so different than a woman having children trying to accept a man in or whatever. Them children are the opposite. They be like, "Oh, you ain't my daddy." You know what I'm saying? but I think when a man got custody, I think them kids are more open to a nicer lady, because I think he gonna make sure the type of woman he bringing around his kids gonna be the right kind.
Okay. Very protective. He said men are very protective.
Right. So I mean, it's just a whole different vibe. Go ahead. What you got next for us? What you got next for us?
So we already went past this on the stepchildren can cause turmoils if you let them, if you allow the children to do so. And some people do. They let their children talk back to adults. That's the number one thing. Respect has to be taught. So when some kids doesn't have respect, they'll say anything to the other person. Because they feel like you have moved in our area. That'd be one problem. You move in with your stepkids and their mom, or vice versa.
And sometimes I think that respect that respect is, I think sometimes um when a father ain't around, children lose respect of outsiders real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a man coming in a situation, you got to be a whole man to come in certain situations, or you gonna get treated like you ain't nothing. I haven't seen, stepfather. Some of how these stepfathers do it now, I do not know, because like what I see kids doing now and how aggressive they are, and towards like a non-caring attitude, I know I wouldn't have made it in this era. I'd have been just like them dudes be saying, going my own way or something, because I wouldn't have put up with some of these kids' attitudes these days.
Mm. Chandra said, I don't think I've never met a single father, honestly. But being a single mother to a son, I can teach him everything but how to be a man.
And that's a lot that you can't teach them when it comes to, how being a man. Because one thing about a man gonna get a lot of things by hanging around men, watching a man, watching a man talk, watching a man walk,
His demeanor, yeah.
everything. So y- that's it's like only way to become a lion is to hang around a lion. You know what I'm saying? Lions teach lions to be lions. So, you know, like I said, in order him to be a man, he gonna have to hang around a man to to get that whole manly thing going.
Yeah.
All right.
Hanson said, I've been married twice. I have one biological daughter, but I'm a stepfather to four other grown kids and a pawpaw to 10 grands. And as a single man, a lot of single women aren't trying to get in that mix.
Yeah, he sound look he almost sound like me for a minute. I feel him on I got one biological daughter, and shoot, at one time I thought I felt like I had a nice bit of stepchildren. Um, One thing about it, as they grow up and this and that, you know, that they'll stay in touch, but it's a strained relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, people moving different in their family, and that when you're not. One thing about it, him being married twice, he was all the way up in them other, you know, up in them other families. Like you said, he was around them 3 years old, 4 years old, all the way up. So that's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I done been around some kids since they were little babies too. Go ahead, babe. Go
Patrick
ahead.
says, that's why I never dated a woman with kids because I knew I wasn't built like a stepdaddy. I ain't gonna pretend like I love your kids. Forget them kids.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be built different. I mean, I think me, when it come down to me, I think I just had a natural love for kids. And I don't know if it's because I always kind of wanted a lot of kids and just didn't go out there and try to have. I was kind of scared of just having babies out there. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think I understand because yeah, it do take a special type dude to step in to them situations. 'Cause I done stepped in situations and yeah, it's very different. It's very different because I done stepped in situations with women that had 3, 4, 5 kids, and I stepped in there like a G and put everybody in line. Hey, and got along with the baby dad and all that shit. So it is what it is. It just
Well,
take a.
you just made to be a stepdad. I guess
I mean,
that's
it's
maybe
good.
what you do.
It was just a special thing. See, back then it wasn't a bad thing like I feel it is now to be a stepdad. I think these days, men, it's rougher to be a stepdaddy because I couldn't imagine a child back in the day filming me with they cell phone or calling their dad on their cell phone, or I mean any old type of thing. They can call the police. He put his hands on me. It could be anything now because technology and all that old type of stuff. So I don't know. I think like anything, I might have been able to adjust a little bit, but I don't think I'm made for this natural era with some bad kids. I would have to be in a situation with some good kids because I don't think I could do the bad kids situation. But I never really had a problem with kids. I guess because I wasn't never very being around a lot of kids, growing up and being around a lot of step kids, coming up in and out of, lives. I mean, I was able to adjust and kind of read the room, read the kids, or whatever. You can't get them, you know, every one of them to love you, but they, you know, the thing I always did do it on was respect. As long as respect, you ain't got to like me. As long as you respect
Okay.
me, you know. What's up, let Tasha in his ass?
Hey, Tasha. Chelsea said, if I had to co parent with my son, I would send him to live with his dad in his adolescent stages.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think yeah. That's probably the best thing.
For
And
boys, I agree.
and not yeah, I just agree with that because is it there's nothing to disagree about that. I can move on to the next comment.
Right. Hanson said, at this point in my life, past 50, her kids must be grown and gone.
Right, that part. Hey, I ain't gonna just say the kids had to be gone, but um, they either had to be some nice kids or they got to be gone. They got to be grown or nice kids. I mean, I wouldn't get in a situation with no bad kids.
Well, the only thing I would want some respectful children, whether they're grown or gone, or whether they're at home and not going nowhere no time
Because
soon. Just be
because
respectful.
I done seen stuff that I done seen step kids whoop on their stepdad and dad, and I done seen some stuff out of here, and I don't see how it happened. And I don't
Mhm.
see how it happened because I ain't going. Hell, you can bring the whole squad with you. You can bring your own. If y'all 4, 5 deep, y'all can come on because it ain't going down like that one. But I don't think what I mean, like you said, life past 50, man. Joker want peace, man. If I ain't dealing with no peace, I mean, um,
And you
it,
ain't got yourself much of nothing.
it ain't. I'm not finna deal with without peace. I mean, if it ain't a happy situation, I'm not gonna put myself in it, and that's why I think I just stay at. Yeah, I always stayed out of a lot of situations because if you can smell a situation that ain't gonna be peaceful.
You can smell it. What it smell like? So we'll know.
Push
Like what?
push I'm just saying, you can smell a situation and say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna pass on that. And then you can tell, shoot, if the mama too aggressive or too rah rah, you can tell how the kid's gonna be.
Hmm. Well,
Cause
what if you never really just met the mom and you just think, this little kid maybe what? The child may feel that they would lose their parents to someone new.
you said if you never really met the mom.
Yeah, like if you don't know the child's mom to say that they act this way, you only hear from what somebody tells you. So you just can't always go off what somebody told you.
I didn't get that. I mean, you said if I
I'm saying, like, for instance,
uh
you're in your relationship,
uh
you don't know your stepchild's mother. You don't really know them as a person. You just know that this is this child's mother. So if you never had any dealings with them, so how would you know if this child gonna act like somebody you don't know? You only know what the person tell you about them.
you
And
said
they probably just act that way with you, but they probably don't act that way, with Everybody else.
You said if I don't know the stepchild's mother,
Yeah.
but wouldn't I be dealing with the stepchild mother?
Not you. I'm speaking from a female perspective. That's what I said.
Oh, oh, you saying if the man,
Okay, let's say for instance, if I get with somebody,
right?
I get with a dude, we kicking it, he has children.
Yeah,
You know, we're together, we're in our relationship, we're growing as a blended family.
right.
I have my children, he has his children.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know his children mother, just as he doesn't really know my children father. So you don't really know how you can place the children ways from their other parent. You can only accept what's being given to you.
That's what Haslam said. That's why you got to go. They got to be grown or gone, not in the house. I listen. When I look at social media, just like when I looked at the video where the man was talking about how he paid the bills, and the dude was up in there almost 30 years old talking about, and the mother was talking about he ain't going nowhere, and you'll go before him. Oh man, by the time she got that out, I'd have been already packing my clothes. I'd have, I'd have been in the back. I'd have been in the back, gone getting my stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
And he paying all the bills.
Man, I've been gone, shoot. And I'd be glad everything in our name. And when soon as she said, "Oh, the house and everything," good. And I could just short Texas at that thing. I ain't got to wait on on nothing. I can just buy. If I'm paying all the rent, I get my last little couple of days of that month out. I be done slowly moved all my stuff to a storage or something. And I got my TVs or whatever the last day or whatever, and got ghosts.
Some things are worth walking away from. Don't
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't have went back, got nothing. You can
You
have
said
it.
walking away. No, I ain't finna walk away from my stuff.
Well, that's some people.
I'd have been like a woman. I'd have been calling the police, had the police right there getting all my
But
stuff
I'm
back.
saying things that you buy
Get out.
together, you still gonna be
No, that
spending
ain't that.
$9
No, I
money.
don't buy nothing together with. No, no, I don't buy
Mm.
nothing together. I buy my stuff, and if I help her buy something that she want, that right there is a throw in the air. I'm talking about getting my stuff that I bought, stuff that I done had, that I came with me, gone.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because listen, how she spoke like this is my house and I run everything in the house. Okay, you don't run my car, you don't run you don't run you know what I'm saying, my other car, my TV or my guns and stuff that my watches, my chains. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all that stuff up out of there. Bloom, bloom, bloom. That right there gonna be gone the day after she say all that stuff. While she at work, I'm be done already got all my stuff that I don't want her to break or burn. All that's gone. I'm just saying.
So you gonna do a woman's move on her.
Nah, these days you just trying to, get it more peaceful and quietly as you can. But no, she basically threw him out when you telling me you choosing me over your grown son that
Yeah.
ain't paying no bills.
But
You
you
got a
gotta
grown
realize.
son. If you got a grown son over the age of 21, 22, and he talking reckless, talking crazy, and I'm paying bills up in the house, nah, this don't even sound right.
But that's the thing where people fall short, especially men. You get in these relationships and you accept it and allow the woman to control to be the head of the household. If you don't see whether you moved in with her or not, and you're not placed as the head of the house, you got to think about all the things that you're going to have to accept that she gives you.
I don't think
So
that.
that was his fault.
No, I'm saying I don't think when I was getting that vibe when I was watching it, I didn't get that. When I was getting that vibe when I was watching that video, it was like the son wasn't staying there at first. He was with his girl, he had moved in, and I think the son fell on hard times or whatever, came back, moved in, and that's where he was stressing. He was like, hey, he just sitting around here, he ain't doing nothing, he ain't getting no job, he ain't chipping in. And she was like, he can stack his money as long as he want to. That's what she said. He ain't got to pay nothing. And you gonna keep on paying and this and that. She was talking like that, and I was sitting up there saying to myself, she talking to him?
But that's not the first time. I'm sure she has talked to him like that before.
Sometimes stuff like that be man, I'm telling you.
Okay, B.
Let me tell you something.
You don't think he saw no signs?
I've been dealing with ladies a long time, and I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you don't even know. You could be with somebody that, see, people don't realize it's not when stuff going good that you find out who this person really is. It's when it's stuff going bad when you really find out who you messing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some people that do some evil stuff, just like if you listen to somebody and they say, oh yeah, to get back at you, I fuck your brother or fuck your cousin. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's women out there that think like that. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't know that woman till this shit hit the fan, when shit go wrong, when shit bad. Cause I was looking at him and he was listening to that, and he was like, oh, I bet you. Yeah, he was trying to man up, and he was doing his best posturing of being a man on there. But she was being so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting up there saying, wow. And she the one that was recording it. He wasn't the one recording it. She was the one recording it. So she was putting this out here like, I'm king ding-ling of this house. Whoop-de-whoop. You can kick rocks or whatever. And I feel like he did the right. I bet you he gone rat man.
She probably did that because she felt like he didn't have nowhere to go. But I would hate if he surprised her. Things men take when they move out: 75-inch TV, 6 pair of jeans, and 3 pair of shoes.
And the video game, you forgot about that. A lot of men got video games, so the PlayStation 5, you need to add that PlayStation 5, and it's probably more like 10 pair of shoes at least. I ain't had 3 pair of shoes since I was in 3rd grade. Okay. But I mean, what's next? What you got? What you got?
We already talked about this. One of the parents may not feel it's okay to chastise their children. We already went past that. You chose them to sell their PS5 for this month's ring.
Listen. That's why I told you, while you at work the next day, I'm gonna that move from the door. Everything that I think that she gonna get ignorant about, or she want to break or anything, chains, necklace, save deposit box, PS5, all that stuff going there to my mama's house or somebody. It gonna go somewhere where I ain't got to worry about that thing that next day.
So you already thought about this stuff.
Oh, let me tell you something. Every man should be thinking about the way out as soon as he get in.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just saying, just like a woman. Listen.
We need to start thinking about ways out too.
It's women. Let me tell you something.
I don't even need to get into nothing then if I gotta be thinking about a way out.
I remember talking to women. A lot of women. Just talking to women. And they'll be talking about how taxes coming around and they some leave this niggas soon as they get their tax money and all that. And listen, women always thinking about their way out. They be planning. See, one thing that men fail to do that women do so well, women plan their way out a whole year from a way out. She'll be sitting there still hunching on you and everything, and she be sitting up there talking about, yep, one more month. And she gone, buddy. Soon as she get enough paper to move on from you, she gone. It can be a new job. It can be income taxes. It can be a good check. Maybe a hit and run or insurance check, anything that can get her on her feet. It's a lot of women left men because of them ramp checks. You remember when them checks was coming when them kids were giving out them, they were giving ladies like 400-500 per kid. And if they had 6-7 kids, they were giving you each kid, they were giving 500-600-700 each kid. Man,
And what?
I know there's some lady was like, man, you can get out. I'm telling you,
Oh, you
when
talking about the stimulus stuff?
yeah, I know how women act sometimes. When women got money, they will let you know how they really feel about you. Let a woman let a woman somebody give her $10,000 or something like that, and I'm gonna show you where you stand with her. So she got enough money to move on from your ass. You might be like this here from the door. From the door. She said, shots out to rent. I'll tell you, man. Oh, God. Oh, guess what? I bet you there's a lot of men got put out soon as ramp talk about they were gonna pay the whole year. There's a lot of niggas got put right in the cold. The next month, Joe got their rent paid up for a whole year. They were sitting back talking about, I can scrap up some light bill money. I don't need this thing no more.
They were paying utility bills too. What you mean?
That's what I'm saying. They were getting rid of dudes left and right then. Come tell you, man. That's when that's when a whole lot of false bitches came out. Yeah, let's come on. Listen, what you got?
Stepchildren can demand the majority of their parents' attention. So they want more attention. Like, for instance, the mother or father used to be there a lot. And now his little extra time, he always with his boo, or she always with the new boo. These kids, they start thinking in their head, "He's taking away my time."
Yeah. Don't forget to like and share. Yeah, that happens a lot. That's that little jealousy, and I think that works the flip side too. A man can get jealous of the woman spending so much time with her child. So it can go both ways on that one now. Whoa, go ahead.
Pastor, he did me wrong. I started thinking about all the money I spent on that hoe. I buttered up to her, got her to loan me a few thousand till I got paid. Little did she know I had got laid off. I had to recoup my money from that chick. She was like, "I need that money. What am I gonna do?" I said, "Should have thought about that when we were cheating." More of the story, you don't know I ain't shit till I'm broke.
And he right. He right, boy. I mean, he right, man. Sometimes like um I done seen dudes, man, they treat women so good when they got a job, a good job and all that. But as soon as they lose their job or something, it's like something come over them. They change to a whole different being. You know what I'm saying? Like they start trying to scam or whatever.
But
And,
that's what he did.
no, but
He scammed his money back out from
right,
spending money on her, and he took a loan from her and wasn't expecting to pay her back. He was getting
right.
his money back from
But
what he spent on her during the time.
but I think in the midst, like you said, he realized what how she was playing the game. And I think people don't realize men wake up during a relationship sometimes and sit up there and say, man, damn, she treat me like that. Like, only time she come around on the 1st and the 15th, or only time she nice to me right before I get paid. She know I get paid Friday. She coming through on Saturday, on Thursday, bringing me a dinner or something. She just know how, and then that's why a lot of women think that you know other type of women treat men better. They say, "Oh, if I was a bad girl, you'll love me to death." Nah, it's just bad girls know when to shut up and when to do certain stuff. You know, they might treat a joker. They'll treat them pretty good to get what they want.
That's
You know
what
what
a
I'm saying?
bad
And
girl is.
I think sometimes good girls sometimes that they'll be feeling because they good that they probably wouldn't even be realizing that they treating their man bad. Sometimes you know um it takes a wake up call sometimes for a woman to just kind of sit back and realize, damn, I might not be being such a good woman to him as I think I am. You know? Okay, what you got next? What you got next?
If you're used to your parent being around, then it slows down the child. It slows down and the child begin to act out. That's the same thing we were saying about demanding their attention.
Mm.
Pat said, never ever will I let a mug play me. I do it like the mob, make them think it's all right, and make sure they get it in the end. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So since then, I got to say it's mine. I got to go get it. Mobster PC.
You know what? I've never I guess I never was the type. I never really, even though I didn't, know, gave out a little money here and there, wasn't there. I
Wait a
never.
minute, you did what? You give out money?
No, I'm just saying when you're in a relationship, like food
Oh, okay.
stuff, food, gas, little stuff. So, um, I think, sometimes when you go through certain stuff, you try to I try to not base most of my relationships about money. So I think with me, um
When you say about money, meaning in spending terms?
I think I really never I really never um every time I got into a relationship, the woman had an okay job, so I can't really just say. And I never really begged the woman for nothing. I never asked a woman for nothing like that. So
I
I
know
mean,
I do that. When I first got with a dude I was kicking with, every time I turn around, I need this. Can you order this for me? Like they ain't know how to order nothing. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm done ordering all this stuff and you don't even use it. It's just sitting over there. Nope. You figure it out, give me some money and I'll order it then. I
hey,
stopped.
hey, our Bible expert on here is Pat right about that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vengeance is God. It's not for us to try and settle the scores ourselves.
you know.
You know why he gave the little gas money? Because they were probably got enough gas to make it to your house. I got $10. Come on.
Man, he raw over there. He said that oh Lord. He said that nah, he interpreted. Oh Lord. Um, yeah. I mean, I ain't even go there because Pat know me too well, so I ain't even finna go there with Pat on this subject. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I'm sure he's
Oh,
ready.
huh?
I said, I'm sure he's ready.
Yeah, he can call me out on this one. So I'm gonna be quiet on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
We were talking about earlier about how you don't go in trying to discipline someone else's children because each person parenting style may be a problem. Like
right,
how they raise their children or how like the lady you said that allowed um her son to be a part of her yelling at the man telling him what he was gonna do and that the son didn't have to pay anything, he could stack up his money.
right.
She should have taught him better spending habits.
And I'm gonna tell you, if a joker would have told me something like that, I paid all the bills, and a joker would have told me something like that. I mean, how he said it, it just about. I mean, ain't nothing. Just about the only thing he could do is leave. Like it's some situations, the only thing you can do is leave.
Mm.
So if it had got to the point where the child was talking about it, it's all right to like. I wouldn't have had so much of a problem if the mama was saying it. You know what I'm saying? And just the mama was saying it. But once the child got into it too, talking about it, yeah.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
mama said I can stay here as long as I want. Whoop doo
That's what
doo.
I'm saying.
Boy,
She shouldn't have been able to
man,
get into their discussion.
yeah,
Period.
yeah. See, she should have shut that down right there. She would have been like, "Hey, you be quiet. I got this," or
Right.
something. Because I probably could take it from what I'm saying, the old lady saying a couple of things, but once he got in there, oh hell no. Oh yeah, she made it clear that the statement. She said the stepdaddy wasn't important at all. She made it clear. So I mean that's the hardest thing about something like that because you don't never want to be in a situation that you feel like you being treated like trash. And
Tell me about it.
and I think that situation when it wasn't only that the mama started looking down at the man because see, I'm gonna tell you, this whole situation would have been different if the house was in the man's name. And the boy came over there to stay under his roof, and the mama was staying under his roof. See, he would have told the boy right then, "Oh no," you know what I'm saying? But see, sis, even though boy was paying bills, but the house is in mama name or the lease was in her name or whatever, she knew she could handle him a certain kind of way because it was in her name. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I feel like that ain't no teamwork
Well,
on my
I
side.
already said a lot of times it give, you know, certain people that stigma of being the head of the household because it's their house or whatever. Pastor, he probably got erectile dysfunction. Women only talk like that when the stroke ain't stroking.
Right. I mean, when you getting talked to like that, you right. I mean, you ain't hitting no bottoms. You barrel up in there. You barrel up in there. You just in there. She be like, she brung you in just to pay bills. I mean, because how she would talk to him, it felt like he was brought in just to pay bills while she stacked her money for a minute. And she probably done got to the point that she done stacked enough money. If he want to leave, she done stacked enough money and she gonna be all right 6 months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like that. It gave that vibe. I was like, she was like, oh, go ahead. I'm waiting on you to leave. And I would have gave her a wish. She would have. I'd have been just like y'all remember I Dream of Genie. I'd have did my nose. I did my nose like this, tinkle, 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 and I'd have been gone. She would have seen me tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. It'd have been oh well. She would have came home the next day like it was like a genie been there. Everything that was man gone. She'd have been walking through that. I probably been in there in my drawers. I had my last pair of everything that I got on me. She couldn't find no shoes nowhere, no socks, no nothing. She been going in the drawers and now everything gone. I just been laying there. Yeah. Yep. Time to go.
Look, there are even issues.
Oh, that. Hold on. Oh, that was. Oh yeah,
Bewitched people to
that's
know
what I meant.
out of her
That's what
head.
I meant. Bewitched. That's what I meant. I dream of Jeannie.
You know,
What she do?
this.
Oh, all right, all right. That's more like it anyway. I'd have been like, boing. God. I've been one. Yeah. What we got going on? Come on with it. Come on with it.
Like some stepchildren call their parents to address issues with the new person. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, you
Yeah.
here with your mom and a new friend, and new friend does something, you call your daddy or you call your mom and say this person done this. You know,
Yeah.
that can be a little issue
I've been
outside the house. You're calling somebody outside the
yeah.
house to address an issue.
Yeah, I've been called on before. Um, but I mean, it wasn't nothing like that. I mean, it was more of they call and matter of fact,
They called on you.
it was like the other way around. I think the lady called me, and the daddy had came over there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to insert his dominance at a place that he wasn't dominant no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand that?
Yeah.
Like if you got a baby daddy and
I get it. I understand it.
yeah, and the baby daddy come over there and
Yeah, he
he
came
ran
over
the house.
because this is your new piece and you weren't there at the time.
Right. He done
And
slipped over
she
there.
called you to let him meet who I'm messing with new because he bigger and better than you. So, you know.
No, I don't know. That was it. I think the dude kind of was like, yeah, call him. Yeah.
But why would she even have to threaten to even call you?
Yeah. I guess the dude, I guess, sometimes these dudes be bullies. They was the bully and
And
then
they had to call the number one bully.
right. When the top dog look, I'm like Andrew Tate on that. When Top G showed up, he, he knew the real bully. He was like, oh, I know that bully. Oh, he a real bully. So yeah, it was stand down time. And he actually came out and shook my hand.
Have you seen him again?
Yeah, I said,
How was your conversation then?
no problem. Nah, I ain't had no problem with him no more. Or the little nigga. like what's his name? I be like Snoop on baby boy, knocking them little motherfuckers. Oh yeah, it looked like it like when now when big the dude animal or whatever his name on baby boy when he started choking baby boy, he was like
Mhm.
he was like yeah nigga, then he slapped him across the head. See that's that straightening. See that's what I mean that he ain't got to whoop him. All you got to do is straighten the dude, let him know, okay, how tough you is, what this stuff really can go down, and you really ain't on my level. You can get him all that by just one sitting.
But he's talking about on the part where Snoop said something to Baby Boy's little boy. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
That fucking little nigga when he slapped the kid and everything. I think.
Did he?
Yeah, he slapped the little boy. Remember, he was like, "Get your hand out, mama." He beat his mama too, mama.
Oh, I didn't know he hit the little
Yeah,
boy.
he beat the mama too.
I know he hit the mom.
Yeah, he slapped the little boy.
Mm, that's that California hoo hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's an issue. Look, you start sibling rivalry between the children, or they both get together and try to end their parents' relationships.
You said what?
Either they be against each other, or either they get together to try to break you both up.
Yeah. And I remember even seeing movies like that, watching the little kids get together and like, yeah, we're gonna break this
We
stuff.
gonna break this up. What was that movie? No, that brought them
I've
together.
seen
Problem
it.
Child.
That
Problem
was that what was the movie name?
Problem Child with the boy, the bad boy, and the bad girl. Two bad kids brought their parents together. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Remember there
one.
was a
I
little boy that was
remember.
destructive and the one with the little girl destructive.
Yeah, it seemed like I remember one when they would talk about breaking them apart or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but I can't think of. I can't think of what you got. What you got next on the
And then
request?
they try to do embarrassing things about their parents. Try to call you out on things to the new person. Like some people do talk about everything.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think in today's time it'll be way harder to really discipline or talk to children that's not.
Right, because you're going to catch this in your face just like that.
Yeah, I can see a little 3-year-old. Go ahead, keep on talking. Keep on talking. I'm filming. I'm filming. This is for my safety. You be like, golly, you
They
can't even
will
take.
do it.
I
They
mean, you
will
can't even
do
take the phone for them little jokers no more. But you know what? I would be. I probably would be terrified to be in a house with a bad child, though, because children off the games. I was just talking to people the other day, just games they watch, San Andreas and all that. These new video games are teaching kids how to kill and stuff. I would be terrified just sleeping around.
with the
Being
new
told,
generation.
yeah, I'd be done put a padlock on the door, you know, because I'd be scared the mama gonna make a mistake and let them in or keep the door unlocked. I wouldn't even know how to act. I wouldn't even give her a key. Man, you
uh-uh.
left the door unlocked. You crazy jokers around your house. Baby, you locked up in here too. I'm just saying, man. I mean,
They're a little different. And look, this the number one saying right here. They will often remind you, "You're not my mom. You're not my dad."
right.
You letting
And
those kids have that much disrespect
if,
where they have to announce something like
if
that.
it
Kids
wouldn't
wouldn't
take
talk
that,
to adults like
right.
they were
And it wouldn't
talking.
take but that 1-2 time for me to be gone. Be like, you know what? This ain't work. I mean, it's hard to make relationships like that, with kids in there now because it's so different. Like kids got so many different traits, and you know, this one, oh, I miss my dad, oh, this and that. It's so many different traits that it's hard. It's hard, and social media is hard for it just have a relationship. Long less having a 2-3 kids you had to battle with too. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm saying
Some
at the
people just ain't gonna do
age I am now, ain't gonna do it. I be singing that song. I can do bad by myself.
it. Oh my
I
goodness.
don't need no help to start a death. Not gonna do it. Oh yeah. Not gonna do it.
Look, sometimes people don't understand who comes first with a blended family. And that's just to that video you were talking about. If that lady would have instilled in her son, whether he were young or an adult child, what level of respect would be the head of that household, she wouldn't have been talking to that man that way in front of that child.
Right. And he would have known not to talk that kind of
Not
way.
to say anything
Yeah.
too. But
He
he's
would have
acting
stayed
out
out
from
of
the
it.
way his
Just
mom
the,
is giving
just
off
the,
the same
just
vibe.
the simple fact that she started video record, and then he started getting his little couple cents in there too.
Hmm.
I mean, and then old boy didn't seem like he was a weak dude. He seemed like a pretty strong dude. He was just, you could tell he shouldn't have been in that situation though. Yeah, but that's the only thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna never do it like that. I mean, like I said, it's rough to be in situations where children are disrespectful. So I guess you got to read the house when you get over there, and you say, okay, these kids respectable. You know what I'm saying? Seem like they might go to church or they just nice kids. That's the only situation I could put myself in, a good kid situation. Bad kids and a kid that can say anything, get you locked up or anything. I ain't gonna put myself in the house. I come by and visit, but I ain't gonna put myself in the house.
Not one that's gonna call the popo on you, huh?
Because you got to think about it. In this social media type thing, everybody got the camera and everything you doing. Joe trying to record you. I could see just getting up, going to the refrigerator. Look at this dude, all in my mama refrigerator, eating our grocery. You ain't bought nothing, dude.
When they can talk to him any kind of
Yeah.
way, they'll
And then
do
put it on their TikTok. Look how exposed this dude for trying to eat up our food. And no, I'm just saying it can be anything, man. So I can see it not going well. Because I remember me. I was the type of dude raid the refrigerator or something. So I don't know. I won't be the little man be the got the box.
it. Not you, little man.
Yeah, little man be got the box.
Look, older children may find it difficult to adapt to living with another family. So the older they get, it may be a little hard if they're so used in their ways. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I want to say shouts out to them Steelers beating the Colts today. I know, I know old Michael Bailey is out there. I see the reason he ain't on the show today. He probably might not be on the show tomorrow. We might have to call them up or something. You know, got them coats whooping on them coats till tonight. All right, shots out, Michael Bailey and them coats and stuff. I don't know, you know, I know you feel bad, but you know, it's life. Okay. All right. So back to the man, I did something just wonderful this year. We done beat the Saints and the Colts this year.
See, why you had to even bring that part up? They
Okay,
not gonna ask you
I'm
nothing
just,
about that.
I'm just saying.
We just talking about the
No,
Colts.
I was just giving Pat a shouts out too,
Mm.
because you know Pat a Saints fan, so I was just giving out shots. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Shouts are shade. Barely.
Hey,
It's your season probably, just do your thing.
hey, it's not our season. We got a rookie quarterback, but at least he's coming of age. But right in front of our
But
eyes.
somebody gotta win.
Okay, right in front. Just imagine how good he gonna be next year. This is his first year. He just warming up. He don't know nothing about the NFL right now. Just wait till he be done studied all these jokers and be ready for next year. It's all right. Okay, my bad. I don't mean to get all arrogant, but you know, hey.
That's you. So you right at home.
What we got next?
That's it. That's all I have.
Oh, that's it.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Well, down through there.
yeah, you went on down through there for real. Yeah, you make me want to do some of my stuff on my show. I need to stop.
You do.
Got me on real. That's what my dang. Yeah. So what's up? So that's all you got.
And that was enough. What do you mean?
What's your final? Your final? Let's do the final thing. Let's go back up to the topic. Go back up to the topic. What's the topic for the night? What's the
The
topic?
topic was, can stepchildren ruin a relationship when blended family situations get tough?
Okay.
Just like in, oh, go ahead.
No, good. Go ahead.
Just like in any relationship, you just can't run when things get a little tough. Communicate. Even with children, you can't let children ruin something you have. Talk to those kids and set your boundaries and grounds too. So it's up to the adult parents to make those decisions.
Okay. Well, me myself, I just feel like um, the younger generations, y'all need to start back. You know, like us older generation, y'all need to get in the gym, start, getting yourself together so y'all can body slam some of these little crumb snatchers. And shots at the Arthur and body slam some of these little crumb snatchers and put them back in place. I just think, now it's such a dangerous time to be a stepdaddy that I wouldn't wish that up on nobody with a child that might got something going on, because these children now they'll kill you. Yeah, I mean they'll be in there getting mama a little gun or buying a gun from their little partner, little Ray Ray or something. Um, So I mean, I just think it's a scary thing these days how angry everybody are and how ladies then got so manly. Everybody toting pistols I mean it's just dangerous. It's dangerous to even be a boyfriend, long less dealing with the children too. So I mean, hey, I don't know. It just if the mama don't want to deal with the children, what the stepdaddy gonna do? I mean, it starts with with the person in the house with the child. If you can't run your child, an outside person ain't got a chance.
Mm-mm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Not too quick.
Because guess what? A lot of people can't even tell their child to shut up.
Hmm.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I know.
there's a lot of people that can't even tell. If you can't tell your child to be quiet on cue, you can't say be quiet. Like, I am this age, and my mama can tell me to be quiet, and I'll be quiet. I might start back open my mouth when she turn around, but hey, I'm gonna be quiet when she say be quiet. But I mean, I just think it takes a level of that respect, and I don't think people got the same levels of respect as they used to be back in the day.
Oh no, they don't.
You know, so
Even though they respecting your elders, we don't have that too
I
often.
feel I feel sorry for a stepdaddy. I feel sorry for um, a lot of men that's trying to step into a ready-made family, especially if it's the family too young. If the children ain't respectable, I say run. Don't be trying to figure it out. Don't be trying to make it work. If the child don't accept you or this and that, I don't even think it's no reason to stay in that trying to make it work. You know, if it's something like, but I think it accord on the woman too. So I think like if the child kind of run the whole little dynamics there, because a child can be quite dangerous. So under the same roof, I don't think it would work. Separate roofs, it could work, but same roof with a child that don't like you, I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Really?
No, you mess around, wake up, stab or something. No, I wouldn't put myself where a child don't like me, and I'm sleeping around him. Like I said, I have a padlock on the door. But I'm just saying. But I mean, I wouldn't want to go through all that, so I wouldn't want to put myself. If I'm scared of a child, or if I'm scared to stay around this child, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation.
No, okay, I get you.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I can see how it could get dangerous because children these days, man, this dude it's 12 years old, shoot grown ups. You know what I'm saying? Going to bar a pistol or steal a pistol, whatever. I mean, it's just raw, and then they know how to. They playing Fortnite and all these games. They know how to shoot a joke. They know how to cock the pistol, clean the pistol, everything.
And they learned that from a game.
Man, I seen a game the other day on my phone, and it showed a dude cocking a rifle like he was riding on a train, and he was just on top of the train like he a sniper. Pow! I said, on a phone game? I mean, man, if they doing this on the phone game, I know the regular game. I'm glad I don't play games no more because I know the regular game that got so advanced. It's just they tell me they hunching, killing, everything on the game. Anything you do in real life, they doing it on the game. Time 10. And then Joker's riding around Jackson just like on the game, San Andreas. They running lights, they hitting cars and keep going, hitting cars, jumping out, running. I mean, this
It's
stuff crazy.
serious.
It's
It's
crazy.
serious.
So I mean, that's all I got.
You need to get a hold to your city.
Hey, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, great.
Tomorrow we will talk about it. Tomorrow, Tuesday night. Tell them the show topic. Do you know the show topic for tomorrow night?
I can look it up. Hold a second. It is how can churches and police be better for the community? Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get into, you know, what can churches do to help the community better, and what can police can do to combat crime, and and have, everything a little better. I just know, you know um, I know a lot of criminals, know a lot of bad people and good people, and I think I am an expert in this, and we're gonna get into it tomorrow. And I'm gonna share my expertise on how to calm some of this crime down.
Okay.
That part.
Okay. Well,
All
we
right. Well, just like we left out, we going. Just like we came in, we going out. And like I say, don't forget tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Gonna be waiting on you. It's going down. It's going down. Good night, y'all. Have a great rest of this Monday, and we will see you tomorrow night at 9.
Yep. How you say be there, be square, right?
Right. That part.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes, that's it.
Got him! Got him!
See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.